Have you ever stood in front of a masterpiece and felt completely overwhelmed by its beauty and power? Chances are, you might have been looking at the work of Michelangelo. This wasn't just an artist. He was a force of nature, a true Renaissance man, who redefined what one person could achieve in a lifetime. Born in 1475, Michelangelo Buonarroti showed incredible talent from a very young age. He wasn't interested in his family's banking business. His heart belonged to art. At just 13, he became an apprentice to a famous painter in Florence, and soon his genius caught the eye of the city's powerful ruler, Lorenzo de' Medici. Living in the Medici Palace, he was surrounded by the greatest thinkers and artists of the day, an experience that shaped his entire career. You can't talk about Michelangelo without mentioning his sculptures. Think of the David. It's not just a statue of a biblical hero, it's a symbol of strength, freedom, and human perfection. He carved it from a single block of marble that other artists had given up on. And then there's the Peter, a breathtakingly emotional sculpture of Mary holding Jesus after the crucifixion. The detail, the tenderness, the sorrow, it feels so real, you almost forget it's made of cold stone. But Michelangelo didn't stop at sculpture. Pope Julius II commissioned him to paint the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo considered himself a sculptor, not a painter, and was reluctant at first. But for 4 grueling years he lay on his back on scaffolding, painting over 10,000 square feet of ceiling. The result? An epic narrative of creation and humanity, with the iconic creation of Adam at its center. This single work changed the course of Western art forever. Later in his long life, he returned to the Sistine Chapel to paint the Last Judgment on the altar wall, a much darker and more turbulent vision than his earlier ceiling. He also became the chief architect of St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, designing its magnificent dome, a crowning achievement that still dominates the city's skyline. Michelangelo's passion, his rivalry with other artists like Raphael, and his often difficult personality are legendary. But his legacy is his art a testament to divine inspiration and human genius. He showed us the power of art to touch the soul and elevate the human spirit.